We just turned on to Margaret Lake Road and headed now to, I guess, the parking lot and our lake, which would take us to our first portage, which is going into, is it Dam Lake?
Dam Lake, yeah. And then Dan to McEwan, and then we're in.
Not Dam, Dan.
Dan. Not Dan. Take me to that damn lake.
So, we're excited and we'll talk to you later. We just arrived at our launch point and very beautiful. It's so cold right now. It's probably, I don't know. How cold do you think it is, hun?
Probably around 18, 17, 18.
Yeah.
Maybe even a bit chillier because it's a north breeze.
But just excited. Oh wow. I can just imagine how beautiful it's gonna be in here. So let me flip this around so you can see what I'm seeing.
Hello, we made it to Margaret Lake, and this is the access point we're at right now. We can unload our canoe and you can kind of see it all loaded up in the background there. And then this is the actual lake behind me. It's pretty chilly out today, relatively speaking. We kind of got spoiled because we're used to the 25 and up range, but today it feels like it's probably about 17 or maybe even a little bit cooler than that. But once we get going, we're hauling our gear up and down hills. We'll be thankful that it's not so hot. Anyway, we'll begin our unloading, and before we shove off, we'll reconnect. All right, here we are, Margaret Lake access point. We've just parked the car. Actually, the car was not even visible from here. It's about a 5-minute walk, but safe and sound. We're all loaded up. I hope we didn't forget anything. If we did, we'll have to learn how to deal with it. But and yeah, as you can see, I got my fancy dancy camera mount all set. I'm gonna try it out. So we're ready. This is the beginning of our adventure. We're hoping that everything is good. Freeze to death. We don't get eaten by bears.
It's
we don't
cold.
capsize. And that it's a good adventure. Yeah.
Changed into our hiking boots, so we're gonna go through our first portage, and you don't want to walk through the forest when it's rocky like this in your flip-flops or wet shoes when you're trying to carry your knapsack and barrel. and canoe. So we're just gonna gear up and do the trek, and we'll catch you later. It's a beautiful day.
Wow, okay, so I just finished carrying Kermie. Looks like a postcard, doesn't it? Isn't that beautiful? This is Dan Lake, very small lake. And then let's just go see how Marissa's doing. This is the pathway back to Margaret, which here she comes. We have to turn back. It's not passable up here. It's so horrible. You're not gonna like it at all. Was this your idea? Man, is it ever terrible up here.
Ah, this mosquito!
Oh, they love you.
Oh.
Yeah, they like Asian food. Yum yum. And I don't blame them, actually. I could have been a gentleman and took it off your hands, but I'm gonna make you do the last 10 meters.
So beautiful! Oh gosh. Wow.
Is that nice or what? Don't tell anybody this is a green screen, okay? Because, you know, we want them to think we're actually here. Yeah.
Oh. I got bitten.
A lot. I think I did too, but anyway. Oh, one's biting my camera finger.
Oh, it's beautiful. Ah!
So we're back at the Margaret Lake to Dan Lake put-in. We've taken our first load, and now I get to carry this one. And Marissa and I are gonna kind of straddle this one between us. She can carry the pipe. And she's just doing a little refuel because it's not really a terribly difficult portage, but we're older, so we need a little bit more time.
It's a little wet.
It's a little bit wet in there.
And it's
mosquito infested.
there's a little uphill and roots going like this, and a little bit of rocks going like that.
All right, let's do it.
Well, we did it in 2 goes, hun.
We're almost there, yeah.
Yeah, so stopping at the mid-break here, Glenn decided to carry his backpack and the barrel together. So it's like carrying 100 pounds more. Because your pack is 64?
44.
Yeah, but for
It's like
me...
44 pounds. This is probably around 15. It's not
No,
really heavy.
it's heavy.
So it's about 60 pounds. And then that pipe, though, that's gotta be at least 75 grams.
Yes, I am bringing the pipe. All right.
Onward we go. So we just started off our little entrance into Dan Lake, which is a pretty small lake. So we're just gonna go out around where that clearing is, and then just down the shoreline on the left-hand side is our portage into McEwan Lake where we're staying. So this will be so far it's been a very, very nice experience. Yeah. Hopefully it continues to be fantastic.
Yay.
All right, stroke. Stroke! Okay, that doesn't work. I'll have to do some work here.
Just so beautiful here. It's just going through Dan Lake, and it's just quiet, no wind. We're surrounded by forest, and this looks like it got dammed. No? Maybe that's why it's called Dan Lake. No, it's not.
It's Dan Lake.
But really, really nice. I love all the flowers in the lake. All this beautiful white lily pads. Oh, beautiful.
All right, so we just paddled just a wee short little paddle out of that little marshy area in Dan Lake at the put-in. Now we're at the takeout, which, as I see, nicely marked portage, 124 meters to the other lake. We actually tried to see if we could potentially go just paddle through, but the water's too low right now, so not gonna happen. So anyway, I think maybe this time we might take our packs first and then come back for the canoe.
Okay.
We are at the short portage between Dan Lake and McEwan Lake, and we just put in kind of a rocky put in. The wind actually almost ripped the canoe out of my hands when I was trying to put it down. I didn't think about the fact that it becomes a gigantic sail when you actually point it at the wind. So anyway, I put another battle scar on them, but nothing serious, just a cosmetic scrape. So anyway, we are about to head out this way. Our home, for the next couple days, is on the right hand side somewhere. Hopefully where that sunny point is, up there. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next few seconds or so. So we actually came in behind that log and wiggled our way into this.
Gosh. Well, you had to balance yourself through 2 knapsacks to pull up the canoe up. Wow. That's beautiful. It's quiet. There's only 4 sites here on this lake. One sort of opposite us. No one's there right now. Where is it? Where is it? I can't see it right now. Oh, over there. Right there. And then if you go up the lake a little bit more, then you'll see 2 more sites, but it's probably another 10-minute paddle to see the sites, maybe. So we are on 107A here at McEwan Lake. We got some leftover wood from campers who were here, and we decided to put our tent right on the 2nd floor. It's just a little bit up here. Yeah, so we're going to put our tent right here. It's a really nice natural canopy. Lots of places and trees to protect us. They're calling for a little bit of rain tonight, so Glenn can set up a tarp, and then we'll put our tent up. So we're gonna unload, get set up, and yeah, enjoy the day. It is approximately what time? Around 1:30, hun? Somewhere around that time, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we have Huh? 2:30. Okay. So we can cook right here if we wanted to. And then we have this long log here. Wow, which could be our, you know, our bench to look out at that beautiful view right there. Okay, so we're gonna set up our tent now, and I'll chat with you later.
So, as Marissa actually did a video already signaling our arrival, and I'm just laying some stuff out. This one got a little wet because it was laying face down on the bottom of the canoe, and we had a little chop on Margaret Lake. So it got a little wet, but not seriously wet, just damp. So I'll let it dry out. And I think we've already staked out where we're going to put our tent, so it's going to be up in here, this area, where these, behind these little trees, those landmarks. It's kind of flat, and it's away from the from the wind if it rains tonight. And then after I get that up, I'll cover it with a tarp because there is a chance of a thunderstorm or shower this evening. And after that, there won't be any more rain, but better safe than sorry. And then we'll look at, you know, making the place a little bit more comfortable and home for the next few days.
The sky is getting a little bit cloudy, and so we're gonna set up our tent now. And we decided to be closer to the lake, so this was choice number 2, instead of it being up here on the loft on the second floor. We decided to just put our tent right here, which is closer to the lake, and we get that view when we wake up, rather than being up on the second floor and it's kind of secluded. So just going over the area, it looks like there's a little bit of a marsh just over here. So I think we're gonna get some mosquitoes tonight. I mean, there's mosquitoes now, but more so in the evening. There's that beautiful marsh right there, which is kind of neat. It's very raw and not really maintained, but the site is lovely and we love it already. So we're gonna get set up and we'll talk to you later. Just going over to Glenn. He found a place to hang the barrel. So just navigating myself into the woods here with sandals, of course, and trying to get over things here. Ah, there you are. Am I on the right? This is how you got there? Or did you get from there?
From there.
Oh, okay. Heh. Okie dokie. Ooh. Navigate from here. Oh boy! Okay. And there he is, trying to strap
Well, I've got
the rope up.
Trying to move the cord in a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit too far out on the branch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna do with this hole.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go over there and see if I can. I don't know what it's caught on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's free, but I
right.
can't get it to come back this way
Oh,
because it's just not quite strong enough.
yeah,
That far
that's
out.
a small arm.
Yeah, I gotta get
The
up
barrel.
closer to the knuckle.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. So we're set up with our tent right now, which is kind of neat. Glenn put the tarp here, and it's going to, if it does rain tonight and we want to get shielded by the rain, we can drop this part here and bring it down to the ground so that we can get shielded there. There's a little bit messy right now because we're still getting settled, but inside the tent I've already set up the sleeping mattress. Our clothes are in there. The tent is ready to go. We have a little area here, a vestibule, where we can put our shoes so that it doesn't get wet in the rain. Glenn's cutting wood that we, not cutting, sawing wood that we just gathered from the woods. They're lying on the ground and they're pretty much dead. And so we're gonna see if we can have a fire tonight because it's kind of windy and it looks like it may rain, but we may have a small fire before we go to sleep. We're letting our stuff dry here on the rock because it got wet as we were paddling in. So we're just letting it dry under the sun for now. Yeah, so I think we're set. I have my flag, which I already strung to tree, but I'm still looking for a good spot for it. So I'll have to have Glenn find a spot for it. You do the honors, son? Excellent, excellent. It's gotta fly free.
okay, let me back my saw then.
Okay.
Hello, I am done. I finally got the bear bag. I have a big pulley that I got around a tree, and with Marissa's help I got around kind of the knuckle part. Our barrel's not particularly heavy, so it should be fine. I just didn't like where I got it. The branch didn't look like it was going to be strong enough. So when I'm actually hanging the barrel, I'll show you that later. Marissa kind of showed you a little bit of what I was doing there. Got the tent set up with a tarp over top. I've kind of set it up with these Fresner mats, I think they're called, so that if it gets windy tonight and we're cold, I can lower this down and protect us from the wind. Right now I'm just leaving it up to keep rain off, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain right now. Hopefully there isn't any at all.
Looks very clear now.
And I'm just going to take a wee bit of a break. We've been going until just now, and then I'll bring the canoe up and I'll put him back in here upside down against the tree.
This is our barrel. We're gonna cook over there.
And keep them dry. I put the flag up. It was a dead tree there, so I cut all the branches off. Unfortunately, the wind is blowing towards us, so it's trying to blow the flag in, but I don't know, maybe it'll stand up later. At least it shows from the outside that it's our site. And based on where the sun is, I would say it's what, about 4 o'clock? 4:30? Anyway.
We're gonna cook right here, right? Because we need the
Yeah, we're gonna cook out here.
thing.
Gonna stay in the sun. We'll probably actually, I might see if I can find something to sit on for both of us. One of us can sit on the barrel, but that's a bit of a pain because the barrel's open with all the food in it.
Sit on the life jackets.
So you never know what you're gonna get until you get there. So we got no benches or anything, so we're gonna make something work, and we could actually sit on that thing right there, but I don't know.
We could sit on our mattress.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's just gonna get lots of food.
first day should be good.
So we're gonna have dinner now. It is probably 5:30, and it's we're gonna have an early night today. So Glenn's just getting the fuel ready for our one burner. Right, hon?
Yep. It's a little bit windy, so
Yeah, it might be. Should we do it low?
we'll use this.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Just a little thing they provide out of the box when you buy it. It's not the greatest, but it
Now we could test it today. I know we can make something better.
it unfolds into this gigantic
Yeah.
circle.
And then they kind of loop together and just hook up, right?
Sure, I could make something better, but for today, this is what we have. So just gonna straighten it out, make it hook around itself. Nicely. And I'll create a little protected area. That's our burner, and this goes on here like this, and that's down. Just flip over, lock it in place so it won't come out. So now I put a few pumps on it already, so
It's already sort of leaking in.
like I said, it's just to protect it a little bit from the wind. Now the only thing I don't like about this one is
Yeah, it's the
it
thing.
wants to stand up like this,
But
and they give you a stand, but the
it doesn't
stand
really work very well.
doesn't work well. So I'm gonna try it one more time, see if a miracle happens, and we figure out exactly how to use that stand. Here's the stand.
Yep.
So we know it goes around here somehow. It says picture of the bottle.
So we're trying to figure this little gadget up, but it doesn't stay so that the fuel is up. We're trying different ways, so if you have any comments for that, let us know, because we've been trying to figure this thing out for a while now.
So I've just lit the burner, and as you can see, it does flame up pretty high. That's normal for these type of one burners, very light. They actually superheat their parts to make their own jet, and then as you can see, after a little period of time, it will start to burn nicely. So there we go. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And then we can just put our water on there and boil.
Yeah, so we're having Mr. Noodles tonight. It's just easy and we don't have to fuss too much. So it calls for 2 cups of water, and we still have water, filtered water from the house, so we'll just use that. So I'm just gonna transfer our water from our Nalgene bottles into our cups. This is our really cup. So we love this cup. So and this cup is a 2 cup. Okay, boil now. So I'm gonna put the noodles in. Let it sit. It's got some seasonings on it. We'll just put the seasonings on it. Like
Make sure you get it in there. Don't let the wind blow it away.
And then that's
Season the forest.
yeah. So when I was working in the Philippines, I worked for a Japanese company. It's an international company, and we did a lot of flavors and fragrances. And one of our really famous flavors was the chicken that's in most of the ramen noodles. So that was kind of neat to be able to work in a company that did that. So we'll just let it
Boil, simmer,
reconstitute, and give it. I think it's just 3 minutes or something. I have to read the directions. I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah. I give it 5.
Give it
That
5?
way you give it a stir.
Yeah. I don't know. You have to look at cooking instructions. So we don't do this a lot, but in camping, this is just no brainer. It's just easy.
Yeah, and we really don't want to have any smells or anything to attract animals. We're the only ones on this lake.
Yeah.
So if there is any wild animals around, we're a target. So we don't want to make ourselves a target.
So we're eating early now so that we can put everything up in the barrel and put it up on the tree. And then we can just enjoy the sunset and have a bonfire and sleep early tonight.
Yes, I can't wait to sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
We went to bed at midnight last night packing. And then I was up again at 6:30, excited, packing the car, and it's you know, by the time you get to your campsite and you've got everything set up, you spent a lot of energy. So.
Yeah, and we had 2 portages and we had 2 trips on both, so it's a lot. And then we had to deal with wind too, and then setting up the camp. So yeah, tonight's an early night, and we'll touch base with you tomorrow with possibly a nice morning sunrise. But we may touch base with you tonight with a nice sunset.
If there's anything to talk about or something significant, like even the sunset, then we'll share that with you. All right, over and out for now. Okay, well, we just it's getting later in the evening. We're just gonna have a campfire, but before we do that, we actually put our barrel up in the tree, and you can see all I've done really is thrown a pulley over a branch. And the trick I had today was to try and get that pulley far enough on the knuckle of that branch so it wouldn't break. And now once you get the pulley up there, and then you just simply pull it up with your rope on it, and then you can stand back and hoist your barrel up on it. And yeah, it will take a very gymnastic-like bear to try and get up there and get that. So that's where it's going to stay for tonight. Hopefully it's still there in the morning.
Well, it's more raccoon too, right? So
yeah,
it would be
all kinds of
ambitious enough to do.
And there are mosquitoes like mad, so we're getting out of here. Keep it down out there.
So 7:35 and we're just relaxing now. We just put up the barrel up on the tree, and we're just having a small fire tonight. The wind died down. Glenn's having a nice Cuban cigar.
Actually, it's Nicaraguan.
It's a Nicaraguan cigar.
But they're good.
And since we don't have benches here, we're just sitting on our flotation devices.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah. I mean, they are.
It'll save my life, and I can fart into it and be comfortable.
Yeah. So, again, we just finished having supper. Our tent is ready for the evening. Got a light there for when it gets dark. We're just gonna watch the sunset go down, and we're off to bed. Good night, everyone.
Morning. This is Friday, our first full day here, and it's about 7:30ish. I had trouble getting to sleep last night because somebody else didn't have any trouble sleeping at all, which means I got to listen to a little bit of snoring for a few minutes before I finally got to sleep. And it was very quiet. It was eerily quiet last night. I couldn't hear anything. The stick actually fell out of the tree and hit the tarp, and I jumped like a just because it was so quiet. Anyway, going to get the barrel, gonna make some coffee, morning chores, and then I'm planning on going to the Black River. Oh, there's actually a squirrel. There is a living creature in this forest. So good morning. I'm about to make coffee, and it's going to be cowboy style. So it's you just kind of pour your coffee grounds right into the cup, and then let it sit until they sink to the bottom, and then you sip it carefully. So price you pay when you're in the woods. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning here. You can see behind me here, my wife is crawling out of the tent. A little bit chilly. It's about, I would say it's around 10 or 11 degrees this morning. Not as cold as I thought it could be. I thought it was going to be maybe 7, but the closest forecast I could see was for Algonquin Park itself, so a little bit further north. And as you can see out behind me here, the lake is just starting to get a little bit of wind ripples on it now, but when I first woke up it was just super calm and there was a mist floating across. So the forest is coming back to life. Birds and squirrels are all making noise, and I'm gonna enjoy coffee. Hi again. We're just about to have our coffee, and like I said, it's a cowboy coffee. So as you can see, Marissa's poured it and left it to settle next to the fire pit there, and I need a coffee. Today we're actually going to go to the Black River, which is north of our site. We're on McEwan Lake. We have a short portage into Horse Lake, and then another portage into the Black River, which when we get there we could either go west to the Black Lake, or we could check out the other side to the east, which I can't remember if it's just the Black River still. I think it is. There's another portage that way, or we could just hike it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. once we get to that area, we'll decide where we're going to go today. Anyway, there's not a cloud in the sky. The moon is actually directly overhead, so that means it's going to be fairly dark night again. So I'm hoping we can maybe lay out on this rock and see some stars tonight. So anyway, we'll catch up with you later. Bye. So, I've had my coffee.
Yeah.
I think Marissa's gonna have a second cup.
I might have a second cup. We brought our favorite Lavazza
Yeah.
Rasa coffee there.
It's actually a fine grind. Is it a fine grind or a medium grind? I think it's fine.
I think
right?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's medium. Anyway, this is my skim milk and honey. We have our oatmeal for the day, which has raisins and bran and oatmeal and dried cranberries and brown sugar. So we're gonna have that for breakfast.
Everything we need is in there, yeah?
Huh?
Everything we need is right in there already.
And
so
then
premix.
And then we're gonna go for our paddle today, so we won't be back to camp until probably this afternoon. So we'll have lunch somewhere out. We'll have lunch out in the forest. So
we always take our gourd, which is our good old raisins and peanuts, but it's not necessarily just raisins and peanuts.
yeah, I've got plantains and cashews.
Dried plantains, raisins.
And I have my jelly beans.
Skittles. Jelly beans.
And pumpkin seeds.
seeds.
So it's a mixture of artificial sweetness
Yeah.
and real fiber and real protein in there. There's raisins, and it's just a really uplifting lunch.
It keeps you nibbling all day.
Well,
Gives you energy.
And then I'm gonna bring some salamis, and
Yeah, mine is actually kind of childish. I like these sour sucker things, so we spent a little extra money on cashews, which I really enjoy, so we split those. Marissa doesn't like peanuts, so I put peanuts in mine, but and then we have
salami, and we have crackers,
cheese and crackers
cheese.
for lunch. Bring our gourd.
Yeah.
We bring our water purifier with us when we're hiking. We take the water bottles, and if we drink it all, we just stick it in the lake and filter it and drink it straight from the lake.
Right.
And the water up here is very clean. So
I think we'll do that on our way back. We'll purify some water and fill one canister.
yeah.
So we'll see you later.
Well, part of the joys of camping in the woods at a non-campsite, like not car camping, or this is just a paddle-in place, is that you have to do your business. I'm not going to show you my business, of course, but I'm just going to show you what is provided typically by the parks. So, no, they don't provide a yellow bag full of toilet paper, but this is our method. We just take that with us, and then we go up to visit what we call our thunder box. And of course, they want no garbage or hygiene products, and I don't know what it says at the top. no please, I don't know what it says, but anyway, we know better. We know it's just ordinary tissue paper and yuck. I don't think you want to see that. Anyway, there's the throne. I will see you in a moment. I know, I saw him this morning. So, this is Glenn's Treats. It's kind of fading now. But what I like to do is I put this in my pocket when we're portaging. It makes a little noise, but you know, it's always good to scare bears away anyway. And because it's white, it actually keeps the chocolate from melting, which is fantastic. Big mistake that people make is they put chocolate covered stuff into their gorp, which is your bag of raisins and peanuts and all that, like this stuff here. And if you do that, as soon as it gets warm, it melts and it makes a horrible mess inside the bag. It doesn't look very pleasant to eat either, even though it probably tastes delicious still. And so I keep a spare little bag of my favorites. Like I said, these are dark chocolate covered raisins. And we just keep them in the barrel. The barrel actually, even though it's blue, it's usually on the ground, so it's cool. It's getting the ground temperature. Or it's at night, it's hanging in a tree. So, and it's always in the shade, pretty much. So nothing melts in there, which is great. So anyway, that's a little trick that, again, our friend Maddie the Goose, who we watch on YouTube quite a bit, showed us a little trick like that to keep yourself energized and keep going. So we're just getting Carmi ready for our day trip over to the Black River. And yeah, we just have very light pack today. One backpack, a couple paddles, and a wet bag just for stuff, and some wet shoes in case we go swimming. The put in or take out, whichever you depends on which way you're going. We're putting into horse from McEwan, and we're going that way. So we just arrived at the takeout to go from Horse Lake to Black River. So just to show you where we came from, way over there. There's Kermie. And there's my honey eating my chocolate covered raisins. But they're good. And she has hers in the bag, so we'll share. Yeah, so we're gonna do this 267 meter portage to Black River. Then we have to decide if we're gonna go left, right, or just stay there. So we'll see. Over and out. We'll see you on the other side.
A little difficult portage, a little up and down, not rocky but more roots, so gotta be extra careful. As Glenn, I see the clearings, so it's so yay. Ooh. It's a little swampy in there, but that's kind of why we do this. Oh, looks really muddy, yeah? Ooh. There it goes.
Wee bit mucky. It's not as bad as it looks though.
Yeah. So where do I pass? Over here, I guess.
Just come.
Oh, fly!
I know there's black flies, horse flies.
Went to my nose.
Oh.
So tomorrow, if I look like
Boof! And don't step over here.
Hi.
That worked.
Oh wow, it looks so nice here.
I didn't realize my paint is.
Whew.
I better retie that.
But yeah, there's flies here, eh?
So I think I just I didn't take a video, I don't think, so I'm gonna try this again. This is the takeout from Horse Lake to Black River. As you can see, it's quite muddy, but it looks worse than it is because I walked right through that muck dead ahead with the canoe on my head, and I didn't really sink in too badly. So as you can see, my feet are pretty good. We're gonna decide if we're gonna go to the left, which is kind of west, to Black Lake, or if we're going to go this way, which will take us to Black River. And we already kind of decided we're going right. We're gonna go to the river.
Yeah.
Don't know how far we can get, but we can pull the canoe up and then go for a hike and look at the rapids and enjoy a nice lunch there. And figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. So with that said, mush. to the
Black River.
to Black River. And this is this is actually to bypass some rapids. So actually, there's Kermie just waiting. We had to, you can see off in the distance, right in here, it was actually a beaver dam. And what we did is I pulled in backwards and reached over and kind of broke the dam enough that we could float through.
Yeah.
Poor beavers are gonna have to repair that, but
That's their job.
anyway, it
They
gives
like
them
to
something
do
to do. If they don't keep chewing trees, their teeth
They'll
get
just
so long.
repair their...
So yeah. Anyway, we're going to explore this area a little bit, just to give you a quick look up this way. This is the Black River. It's very nice, calm right now. I bet you it's probably a very, very rapid river in the springtime, but right now it's late in the season, a little bit quieter. Anyway, we'll check in again when we get to a nice spot. So right at the takeout for the Black River, when you have to go around the rapids, they have an emergency site. I'm assuming it's kind of emergency because one tent and one little spot and one little spot for a fire. So you might want to, but the vista, the panoramic is quite nice. It's a beautiful view, but you're going to get everybody else coming through all day. Not too much privacy. So anyhow, we're just going to hike along the trail and see if we can see a little bit more of the river. So we hiked the portage trail. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. It said 475, but it sure seemed to go quick. Maybe because I didn't have a canoe on my shoulders. So anyway, this is the river draining into where we came from. As you can see, the beavers have been busy trying to make it a little bit deeper over there. And then it goes under here. We're on a bridge that smells very new. So I think this is a brand new bridge.
Well, it's also like, it's not well planned.
And then I think what Marissa and I are going to do is we're going to hike along the edge over here. And I bet you there's a beautiful waterfall right where the water goes still and then becomes a little bit, there's only one spot the water can go over there. So we'll go down there, have a nice lunch, and then start heading back.
Yeah, I wonder if they're finished with it. I guess snowmobiles pass through here.
It's not,
They don't need to make it nice and pretty because it's for snow. Yeah. Just taking a picture of the bridge.
So we hiked down to this nice little spot. If it wasn't for the bugs, it'd be paradise, but a few mosquitoes around. You can see really still water just suddenly floats over the edge there. It's down a waterfall. Nice little whirlpool. And then took us down the beautiful little lake, actually. And we're having lunch and so are the mosquitoes. Okay, just finished. Just finished the portage back to Horse Lake. So we have a nice little paddle back. The wind was against us all the way here, and of course, knowing our luck, it's gonna be against us all the way back. But I doubt it. Looks pretty calm.
Yeah, and the sun's trying to come out.
Yeah. So, and we really love it. These rocks in particular are just absolutely beautiful. And wow, very nice place. We've made it back from Horse to the portage back to McEwan. So just on the way back to our home lake, and Marissa's getting ready. I'm getting ready to put my other hat on.
Oh, he just went there. I just wanted to show this wooden board, which is very, very nice in a portage. So you're not walking on muck or stones or root. This really helps. But not all portages have this, so this is just a welcome reprieve. Yeah, because depending on the time too, like it could be raining and everything is very slippery. So this just helps a lot. Okay, there's my husband, if you can see him. Carrying the canoe up front.
Okay, so we're back at our own lake. This is Horse to McEwan, or if you're going the other way, of course. We're back at this put-in. It's actually a nice little area. And yeah.
We're getting tired. But this is a fun day.
4 portages and a hike.
Yeah.
And a 1K hike basically. So it's not, still leisurely, kind of not big hardcore portages, but for a 53-year-old man, I'm doing all right.
Yep.
Yeah, just a note. See that great big foothold there? See this wet foot compared to the other foot? Yeah, it's actually, my foot is dry. It didn't go over the boot. It just got most of the boot all covered. But when I got here, I looked down, I thought there was a rock there, and obviously looked like it might hold me, but I went down pretty far. So.
Yeah. And then canoe went a little bit wonky.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright, so it's part of the adventure. You want me to go through middle and then onto...
Yep.
Alright, okay.
I think I documented this already, but there's our barrel hanging in a tree, or from a tree, I should say. It's on a pulley. The pulley's actually attached to the neon colored rope. So that gets thrown around the branch first and lowered down so that I can put another rope around it, which comes back here to leverage that barrel up into the sky so no bears or raccoons or anything like that can get at it. So yeah, and then we just tie it all off. I use a simple loop knot with a chain knot, actually, with, ouch, sorry, bit by a mosquito, with a toggle stick to toggle it. In this case, I actually used a piece of stick to help me pull it because it's not, our barrel is not all that heavy, but if you have a barrel that's 50 pounds or more, trying to haul it up in the air without a good handle is pretty tough. So just make a handle out of a stick and it gives you leverage. Really helps if you have somebody else with you. Anyway, gonna bring it down so we can eat.
Look at me, all so red. I got sunburned today. Anyway, that's alright. Anyway. I'm super red. Oh boy.
It's about 5:10. And we're ready to have our supper. So we're going to have this backpacker's pantry, and it's the spaghetti and sauce, which is gonna be delicious. And what's kind of nice is we have crackers and we have Parmesan cheese right there. So it'll be a nice dinner tonight. We're getting a lot of cloud right now, so I guess it'll be another early night. We wanted to go for a swim, but it's just a little bit too cold, so we'll have supper. You never know, there might be some sunshine after we eat, and then we could go for a swim and perhaps an evening paddle. But we did a lot of portaging today. We portaged about 3 times, right? 4 times. Okay.
Twice in, twice in.
And that's going there and going back. So times what? So is it 4 times?
Yeah, 4 times. Twice in, twice in.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So it was a lot, and Glenn carried the canoe. So we're a bit tired, but it was fun. And we got our exercise, and we got our sunshine, and we got our carbohydrates and protein, and we got fresh air, and so that's good. So we're gonna prepare dinner, and we'll connect with you again later when we have our dinners ready. What did we just do, hon?
I just added boiling water to a backpack of spaghetti and sauce.
Yeah, and then I think we have to seal it up, and then
Yeah, and it's boiling hot. Hurry up.
and let it just rest for how long? 20 minutes?
13.
Oh, 13.
They're very specific about that, which is kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 13 minutes.
13. Like, wow. Okay.
So
All right. We'll let it
put
stay.
somewhere where there's no catastrophe going to happen.
Yep. Let it be. And then we're good.
We're good.
good, no?
Needs a little spice.
Yeah, we have salt.
Maybe a bit of salt would do it some good.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty bland.
Salt and pepper. We do have both. We're in the barrel.
Oh no! Empty the barrel.
What's that over there?
Don't know. Haven't seen it all weekend. It looks like a giant ball of fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
We were a bit shocked. Today was supposed to be, last forecast was sunny all day.
Yeah.
And maybe the sun was out in the morning. Wasn't too bad, but afternoon, we're glad we came back early from our portages because it was chilly.
It was cold.
We were dressed like this at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to attempt, and I'm by no means an expert at this, so I only tried it once to see if it works on here. I'm going to try and use a magnesium starter, which you can buy from any like place like Sale or Canadian Tire or whatever. They just come in a little chain like that. And I keep it in my fishing tackle box, so if we run out of matches,
We
I've always
have
got
that.
a knife or something to scrape it with, and then the magnesium strip. So I'm going to see if I can ignite this birch bark and collect it. Once I get a little fire going here, I'm going to transfer it to Marissa's teepee of fire over there and see if we can't get it going. So, wish me luck. I know I've seen this done, so let's see what I can do. Wouldn't that be funny if we went in there and started? Whoa!
It's like, oh my God. There we go. It's almost there. Almost.
Yeah, it's all gone, sorry. I think the trick is you need a bigger flake of it to sit there for a while. So
Yeah, I think so. I think it should be there already. Yeah. Fire starter.
or actually, I remember now, now that I'm halfway through this, what you do, you can take your knife and just make a little dusting of this stuff without actually igniting it.
And then you put the
So you can see I got a whole bunch of little flakes there. Don't want to start it yet. Still. But I'm pushing a bit too hard.
oh, that might ignite. All right.
Okay, ready? I've actually gone ahead and flaked off a whole bunch of the magnesium here. There's a little bit of a, looks like just a powdering all over the birch bark, so I'm going to see if I can get it started. So.
Cool.
And that, my friends, is how you start a fire.
That's great, hon. What do we have there, hon?
Sun?
Don't know. Never seen it before.
Oh gosh. Look at my teepee, honey.
That's the first time I ever started a fire without a match.
Yeah,
Or gunpowder.
that's really cool. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a coffee. And then watch the sun come down a little bit. And then we'll hang our barrel.
Yep, it's low in the sky already. What time is it? Not even 7 yet.
No. Oh, good morning. Just waking up. It's a cloudy morning actually, but okay. Last night we saw lovely sky with so many stars. Glenn just loves astronomy and space, and of course Star Trek. So just lying down on the rock and just looking up into the sky and seeing how tiny we are in space. Anyway, I think we're ready for coffee. It's our last day, so Glenn took down the barrel from the tree, and so now we're ready for a good day. That's our view. And I'm gonna have a good morning. I have coffee. Glenn's making coffee already for me. I'm a very lucky girl. So I'll chat with you later. Bye for now. That's our tent now, and we're almost packed up. Probably another 20 minutes, final inspection. Glenn's getting the tent ready, and I know I should help. So I'll catch you later. Just leaving a few Kindle sticks here, so the next people who come can make a quick fire as they're coming. There's lots of wood in the forest, so they'll be able to find bigger logs that are dry enough that they can use. But at least this will get them started. Kindle fire as soon as they come in. And Glenn's getting his knapsack ready. Just finished packing up the tent. Gone. We just have to do a double check around because we have ropes, and the barrel is almost finished. I just wanted to make sure we got everything. The barrel containing our food is ready to go. I have to empty the solar shower and then pack our electronics. Put on some sunscreen. and then we'll get our life jackets on and get Kermie into the water. It's been a great stay. No rain, but we did get a little bit of cloud over yesterday and it got cold. So this is our first camping, I guess, that we didn't swim, no?
Yeah,
We've been camping now for, I guess together, we've been camping for close to 19, 20 years now. And I think this is our first camping adventure that we never got to swim because, well, we're also here 2 nights, so it wasn't that much. Our only full day was yesterday and it's chilly. So anyway, it was a good experience all in all, and we will connect with you later. Thank you, Campsite 107A in the Algonquin Highlands. And it's weird because they also call it the Haliburton Highlands Water Trail, and yet they also call it the Frost Center, and they also call it Algonquin Highlands. So it's a beauty, and we'll come back for sure. Thank you again. Till the next video, we will, on our paddle out, I'm thinking Glenn's gonna chat a little bit more.
we're all packed up and we just did our final walk around. Leave it like you found it. The only thing I left is a snot rag in the fire pit. So hopefully that doesn't bother anybody too much.
It'll get burned.
Yeah, so it wasn't the best sight ever, especially for sunsets. They weren't.
The sunsets we couldn't
It
see.
was kind of hidden behind the point over here. But you know, it's probably the second best site on the lake. There's only 4, but
Yeah, this would be the second best.
yeah, the other one, site number 5. If you're gonna book this lake, try and get site 5. It's got a rocky point. It has very nice layout, and it's probably the sought-after point on this lake. Anyway, we bid the place adieu. Kermie's all loaded and waiting, and we're about to get our workout for the day. And hopefully the mosquitoes are not too bad in the woods because they were awful this morning.
Yesterday, I got bitten.
And Marissa's got a lot of bites, so maybe in a subsequent follow-up video we'll count them.
Yeah, that would be
In
fun.
places that we're allowed to show on YouTube. Bye for now.
The marshy area of my Pirates of Caribbean, Dan Lake. Carrying his backpack and a barrel, and I'm carrying
a fishing rod and a pipe. But we're on to Margaret Lake. This is the portage from Dan Lake to Margaret Lake, and 338 meter portage. It's moderate, but it's got some tricky parts in the portage because it's got a creek right there, which is full of mosquitoes. Number one. And then it's rocky and rooty, and then it's got some wet slippery area, so you have to be take your time, and it's hard to take your time when there's bugs eating you, but you just have to watch your footing and take your time.